This movie starts out with nipples, crotch, and a giant close-up zoom in on Batman's ass. Just a giant bat ass. It's pretty much just a metaphor for the movie. Hey, how you doing? Batman. Yeah, that's my interpretation of the George Clooney head shake. He does that a lot. He moves his head a lot when he talks. And by the way, his Bruce Wayne, all he wore was robes. So that's my impersonation of his Bruce Wayne. All he does is wear fucking robes. He's like fucking Hugh Hefner. Anyway, yeah, that's more like it. Fucking Venomade, baby. Take a look at that. Take a look at that badass shirt. Come on. Don't we all love Bane? Isn't he so cool? If only they didn't put him in this fucking movie. See, I'm here to talk about Batman and Robin. Because this movie, I know, this is infamous. It's an infamous movie. It's just like the biggest piece of shit. But if you watch it as a comedy, it's a whole lot better. By the way, I got a bunch of sweat going on in here right now. Oh, by the way, I changed my Joel Schumacher neon lighting. I put it at red because we're in hell right now. We're in Batman hell, so seemed like it made the most sense. So yeah, Batman Robin is directed by Joel Schumacher. Stars George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Nice to meet you, Uma Thurman, and some walking hunk of muscles that they call Bane. I disregard that that's actually Bane, but yeah, that's what they said. Oh, and also Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. Yeah, Batgirl's in this, and she's got, you know how the Batsuits have those real perky nipples? She got some cone boob action in her Batsuit. It's great stuff. And in this movie, Batman and Robin are now officially a team, and they're superheroes, and they're going up against Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane, and eventually Batgirl joins in this fucking nonsense. By the way, this mask is making me real sweaty. I can feel it. There's just sweat building up in here, so for my Chris Nolan reviews, I might actually not be able to wear this. It's getting irritating. Anyway, yeah, this movie's complete trash, garbage, ass juice, and I don't think I'm surprising anyone by saying that. But if you watch it as a comedy, it gets better. But yeah, everything about this movie's wrong. Nothing about it works. Even Batman Forever had scenes where it's like, that was a good scene, that was good. This doesn't have any of that. This score is equally bombastic, over the top, horrible. And then the acting, just a wide variety of crap. You know, George Clooney not being a good Bruce Wayne or Batman, shows up as Batman. Hi, Freeze, I'm Batman. And then does a Fred Flintstone. And it's just like, that's not good. The only part that I kind of was like, I can respect is that it's so stupid that they click their boots together and then skates pop out. But Batman and Robin playing hockey, something about that image, I'm Canadian, so something about that's magical to me. And it's like, yeah, Batman's playing hockey. I'll respect that, yeah, but I shouldn't. And that's about it. Everything else, though, as a Batman, he's just horrible. I never buy him as an ass kicker, and he's just walking as Batman like, hey, I'm talking the same way I do as Bruce Wayne. No difference in voice. I'm not even trying to drop my voice a little bit to sound different. He's not doing nothing. He's a terrible Batman. Horrible. And then as Bruce Wayne, yeah, he's just constantly walking around smirking and smiling. It's just, that's all he does the whole time. And then there's like weird scenes where there's awkward pauses of just people looking at each other smiling like it's just, I can't understand what the hell is going on in the editing room in this movie. Chris O'Donnell, a little more likable now. Of this whole cast, he's the most likable because he's doing a lot less of the petulant, I'm a fucking dick because I'm dick. Dick! Yeah, he's doing less of that, but yeah, actually there is the one part where he's like, I'm going solo, and he's like covered in cum. It's ice cream or something, but you get the idea. I'm sorry. But yeah, he even gets a pouty dick moment in this. He is a pouty dick. Moving on to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nice to meet you. Hey. I don't know what that was. But yeah, he does nothing but ice puns in this movie. I am Mr. White Christmas Batman. Freeze well. Can you be cold, Batman? Winter is coming. Gotham freezes. Chill out. I can tell you're cold by your nips. That actually would have made the movie a little bit better. Tonight's forecast. A freeze is coming. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. It's hurting my soul, actually. It's hurting my soul. Yeah, he's a terrible Mr. Freeze. He could have had anyone. And the potential for Mr. Freeze, another great tragic character, his wife has this horrible disease, and so he has to keep her cryogenically frozen. He's a tragic character with lots of motivations, and you respect him. Heart of Ice on the animated series showed he could be great. And then this, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger with this freeze gun freezing shit. It's complete opposite of what they should do. Uma Thurman is Poison Ivy. She starts out hammy over the top, and then it just gets more so. And she also makes a whole lot of sexual innuendos. I thought I was watching the Batman porno at some point, because I bring everything you see, plus everything you don't. Time to hit the honeypot, boys. It's like, come on, what is this? And I shouldn't mind that. Her character, she's very sexual and sensuous, and that's part of her character. That's what she used to her advantage. But in this, it just comes off very cringeworthy at times, and I felt like I was watching a porno and not a Batman movie. And I've said that for almost each review now at this point. Chase Meridian did that, Catwoman kind of did that, Vicky Vale got really close to doing that. It's like, damn, these people just, like, Vicky Vale almost blew the Joker. It's just like, that was amazing, though. And Poison Ivy's so over the top, it is ridiculous, because it's been silly. And even Batman Forever, like Two-Face and the Riddler were silly. And then Poison Ivy's like, I can outdo them. I won't stop until I am the most over the top. Like, it could have been Nicolas Cage. There is like Nicolas Cage. Everyone's trying to do Nicolas Cage in this movie. Not even Jack Nicholson anymore. It's ridiculous, and it's kind of fascinating. And then we got Bane, the amazing character of Bane. I love the comic book version, but even we'll talk about this version, Gotham. And we didn't even get that. This is what we got for Bane. Bomb! And that's all he does. He just stands there and flexes. That's all he does the whole time. He's putting things down. Bomb! Bane! That's his whole thing, the whole movie. It is horrible. It's even worse than what they did to Two-Face and Mr. Freeze. Is taking a cool character like Bane and reducing him to being a henchman with that little intellect. Bane is a genius character, and it's just like, yeah, well, fuck him up totally. He looks like a giant veiny pickle, basically. He's not even a person. And also Batgirl, Alicia Silverstone, miscast, I guess would be the right word, because I didn't think she was terrible, but just, like, clueless. Sure, but it's like, for this role, you're just not the right person, so it's kind of cringeworthy too when she suits up, and she's just not right for the role. I'm not saying she was terrible, just miscast is the best way to put it, and just not a good actress as Batgirl. Not to mention the whole idea of like, yeah, she'll find the Batcave and then in 5 minutes become Batgirl without any prior training, and it's just fine. This is dumb. Not to mention the fucking gravity in this movie. The gravity, I was thinking about that. Every time there's a fight scene, like Batman and Robin or whatever will end up like just, alright, let's do a little, what's that called, where you run, use a stick to like propel you in the air. They do that and then they fly like this, just like, oh, I'm gliding, like nothing. No gravity. It's not how physics work, and they're doing it constantly. They're surfboarding out of an exploding rocket ship. This movie is so ridiculous. It's like Saturday morning cartoons are like, dude, have a little bit of subtlety in your movie. Like, even we don't do that shit. Again, the more sophisticated animated series. Let me grab it right now. Mr. Freeze is on it. Sorry, Batman. Mr. Freeze is right there. This show was way more sophisticated than these movies ever were. This movie's so over the top. It's nothing but puns the whole time, whether it be ice puns or sex puns or bomb, Bane puns. It's just, that's all it is. Batman and Robin just like, yeah, she had nice stems, didn't she? Yeah. Hey, Alfred, what are you doing over there? That weird scene where Alfred's there and he's like touching the Batman suit, and he's like, he's like, coming, like, what was up with that scene? And he's dying, and who gives a shit? Yeah, I really could. I could probably sit here for like 8 hours picking out every little thing. Like, here's so much dumb shit. But yeah, to basically try sum it up, because we all know what I'm talking about anyway. But I'll just mention, it's like, yeah, it's nothing but puns, overacting, garish, ugly coloring at this point. In Batman Forever, it was like really pronounced and over the top. In this one, it's just ugly to the point where it's like, I'm gonna get sickness from all this over infusion of color in my eyeballs. I just can't tell what's going on anymore. It's just that ugly and just annoying. The physics don't work. The fighting and action is terrible. Everything about this movie sucks and blows. It's a comedy, it really is. That's the only way you can enjoy it, is as a comedy, to laugh at it for all the ways it fails in every single way. It was toyetic. Joel Schumacher admitted, like, listen, eventually they just came up to me and said, do this shit because it'll sell a toy, and that's what we want. We just want to sell toys in this movie. So do whatever the fuck we tell you. And he was just like, yes, sir. I had to go dig in my toy bin and try to find these things, and I couldn't find all of them. But I want to show you an example of something this movie was referring to, toyetic. It was want to be very toyetic. Just, this movie did shit just to sell toys. Let's have them in like 8 different costumes in the movie. Mr. Freeze is going to destroy the city. He's going to freeze everything. But we got to go do a costume change because then we can sell more toys and all these different things. There's a Batman. Oh God, I don't know where it is. Is it in here? I don't know where it is. But that like Batman, it looked like a plane, but it was a car. They changed their vehicles a lot, changed their outfits, just shit to sell toys. And I bought a lot of them. Thanks, Mom. I enjoyed them as a kid, and I still, if I could find my Mr. Freeze, I would have that up here. I don't know where he is. But yeah, they did shit in this movie just to sell toys. Action sequences out of nowhere just to sell toys. In Batman Forever, the car drove up a fucking wall in this. Outfit change out of nowhere. Why? To sell toys. It's whorish, it's bad, it's everything wrong with Hollywood, and that's all this movie is. It's a giant toy commercial for 2 hours. Yeah, Batman Robin sucks and blows in every single way. It's hilariously bad. It is such just crap, and I'm trying to sit here, and I have to force myself not to, because I could sit here and pick little things everywhere, just like, here's something else that's shitty. I'm afraid my condition has left me cold. Do you please a mercy? Yeah, Batman and Robin gets an F. There's absolutely no doubt, not a chance. It's like, listen, as a comedy, that's a whole nother story, but it's still an F-rate movie. It's terrible in every single aspect. Nothing about the movie. The only way it could have been worse is if it was out of focus. And even then, that might have helped with some of the fucking coloring in the movie. But yeah, Batman and Robin, just terrible in every way. Killed the franchise. You needed a Chris Nolan to save it at this point, because it's just like, they kept going down deeper. Like, the only way this movie could have been good is if you took out George Clooney and put in Adam West. That's the only way it could have been good, because then you'd know going in, like, I see what they're doing now. Because it feels like such 60s. But even the 60s show had subtlety and it was clever. And they're like, listen, just because it was a comedy in the 60s doesn't mean we were just saying any dumb shit. They actually had an art to what they were doing. And this is not that. This is not artistic. This is crap of commerce where they're just trying to make money and milk you for toys. And it's just, no, you get off my Batman teats. You're not getting nothing. Comment below, tell me your thoughts on Batman Robin, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys when I get to the good ones, the Chris Nolan Batman movies. I'm very excited for those, because I don't have to wear this anymore. Yeah, this is just ruining me, really. I can hear so much better now. It's crazy, actually. Was I screaming at you the whole time? Because my face gets compressed, sweaty, and I have a little bit difficulty putting my thoughts together. That's why, like, the first 3 videos, and this one I made a conscious effort to try and just keep it short and sweet, concise, to the point, because the first 3 I went on a little too long, because that mask was just like, and it's just like I had to sit there like, okay, what do I talk about? Because my brain wasn't functioning as good because of the mask. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys with Chris Nolan movies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.